And boys, we are back here with another college video. Today what I got for y'all is going over my thoughts on who you should pick for the pre-order cards. Do you want to throw dots just like this? Then you need to check out my strategy website, vertex.tips, where you can unlock all of my schemes. And I'm also joined with some of the best football game players in the world. We will have the best tips and ebooks on both college football and Madden. To check it out, there will be a link down below in the description. Now back to the video. Now if we do go ahead and get into the specific cards that you can have a choice of, every card that you could get from college football 25 and also just the base pre-order, we're going to go over that too. So first off right here, Eric Dickerson looks like an absolute beast. So this is a potential free card. If you guys did do all the objectives in college football 25 for Eric Dickerson there, you will be getting him at the start of the year in college football 26. And he's going to be an 85 speed running back, which if we just take a look, right, Ricky Williams, who will be an LTD in packs and early access, 86 overall, 85 speed. It seems to be 85 speed is the top end speed to start the year. And I know speed isn't the end all be all, but also getting someone 6'3", 220. I think Eric Dickerson's going to be a really nice get, especially again, you can get him for free for playing CFP 25 right now. So we kind of have our starting running back locked in right here. We could also get Devin Hester as well. And he doesn't have great coverage stats, but I feel like as a slot corner with the 85 speed, he can be decent. And that's where I see him playing again for a free card, 85 speed to start the year, top end speed, what we've seen so far. So we have a CB, we have a running back. We could also have a defensive tackle as well with Haloti Ngata. And again, doesn't look the greatest from a core rating standpoint, but if you can get him in CFP 25, it's another potential free option. So we have some pieces that are already locked in. We also do get Dylan Stewart with the pre-order card. Everyone gets this card, and he's just an 83 overall right end that will probably have around like 80 speed if I had to guess. But again, good finesse moves, pretty good power moves, not the best block shed, but looks like a pretty good pass rusher to start the year. Pretty good pre-order card. Now besides that, everything else is a debate for what you want to do for the pre-order. So we're going to sort by pre-order right here, and we're going to start it off with the most basic one. So you get a choice of Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams, and if you go ahead and look at the core ratings that we see so far, they look pretty similar, right? It's going to be an 80 speed receiver, and Ryan Williams also 80 speed as well. Really the only thing that changes is I believe Ryan Williams hits like the 80 threshold for spin and Jeremiah Smith doesn't, but however, that doesn't really affect things for me. For me, they look the same from a core rating standpoint. The card that I would say to choose is Jeremiah Smith, just because he is 6'3" compared to Ryan Williams being 6 foot. And I think the taller the player, the better. So that is why I'm going Jeremiah Smith over Ryan Williams for our first pre-order card. Now, what you can see right here is we have a bunch of 83 overalls, and we can just go ahead and filter just those cards right here, get the Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams out of here. So there's two groups, okay? You see the card with like the border, like the Cam Coleman and everything. These are one of 4 83 overall prospects that you could choose. And then you also get the cards like Noah right here that are going to be one of 5 83s as well to choose. So I actually went ahead and broke this down in 2 parts, okay? So I think it's very dependent on what you're doing day one, what you're doing with your team, because if you are no money spent compared to you're buying packs and you're going to have the best team from day one, you're going to have 2 different choices, right? And that's how I think we have to break it down. We have 2 separate groups of cards, and the rankings change based on what your goal with your team is. So group number 1, we're going to go like the Cam Coleman, the Zane Durant, and the first group is going to be all money spent is what we're going to call it. You're going to have the best team from day one, which, and at my number 4 spot for the all money spent player, I think I'm going to go Daquan Wright. And I will say none of these name of the game card pre-order cards look that bad for me. He's 6'4", 255, 80 speed, 75 run block. I think that's pretty solid speed to run block ratio. He's not a bad card. I just assume there's going to be better tight ends out there day one, right? It's not really a depth position either. That does depend on your offensive scheme, of course. Like if you're running 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, this could be a really nice choice for you. But I felt like for the majority of players out there, a lot of people run a 1 tight end offense. So that's why Daquan Wright was coming in at number 4 for my all money spent lineup. Now for number 3 for me with that, I also went ahead and went Cam Coleman right here. Now, Cam Coleman, this card actually gives me vibes of Adonai Mitchell last year, the Ultimate Alumni pre-order card, and I thought Adonai Mitchell played amazing. The only thing about Cam Coleman is, right, he's an 83 speed receiver with good route runnings. He's 6'3", has good height, decent speed to start the year. I just think if you are building your God squad, like best team in the game, you're going to be looking for 85 speed everywhere. And this card just doesn't really hit that, right? You're going to see kind of the changes though, compared to all money spent versus no money spent here in a second. But Cam Coleman's going to be my number 3 option for the all money spent God squad lineup. At number 2 for me, I'm gonna go ahead and have Isaiah right here. It was just an overall, again, very solid strong safety. I feel like you can't really go wrong with your choices right here. Him and also Deuce Chestnut as a potential free duo in the secondary. Love it. 6'1", 83 speed, 83 zone coverage, also 81 play rec. Not the greatest man coverage in the world, but solid speed, solid height, solid zone coverage. Just overall a very solid card. So that's why he's coming in my number 2 spot for all money spent. And that means for number 1 for me, I'm gonna go with Zane Durant right here. And the reason for that is I just think a 78 speed defensive tackle, I know again, not end all be all, just don't really think that's going to be too common. Also does hit 80 block shed, 80 finesse moves, 80 power moves. I feel like he just has really good core ratings. And I feel like for your God squad, if you're trying to build the best team, defensive tackle isn't like a premier position that you're going to be looking to upgrade a ton from. I don't really think Haloti Ngata looks that good right now. So also just straight up having Zane Durant, even potentially as a DT2, I think is nice, because I think on the best team in the game, Haloti Ngata probably won't play. But yeah, I think Zane Durant is your safest bet. Now we have group number 2 starting out right here, where group number 2 is going to be no money spent, meaning you're not planning to buy packs day 1. You need playmakers, you need people that are going to make a difference, which now we're going to be starting at number 4 for no money spent. And it's going to be Zane Durant for no money spent. They might be like, how is it number 1 for all money spent compared to no money spent? Well, no money spent, I just feel like you can't afford to pass up on premier positions for a defensive tackle. I just simply think you can't do that. I think the other cards could be more of a difference for you compared to this defensive tackle, right? And Zane Durant, again, I said this before, he's not a bad card. Like, he's not bad. I just think a defensive tackle is just not worth being your free choice if you're no money spent. So that's why it's gonna be number 4 right there. Number 3 is actually gonna stay the same for me. We're gonna have Daquan Wright. Again, he's a solid tight end, 80 speed, 75 run block. It's cool. We went over the core ratings already. It's just, I feel like the other players in this are actually really good playmakers. And at number 2 for me, it's gonna be Isaiah. I can totally see why he would go Isaiah. Again, no money spent. He is good. Like, he's 6'1", 83 speed, 83 zone. I totally get why you would choose this card. It makes sense. But for my number 1 option for no money spent, Cam Coleman being 6'3", 83 speed, 80 route runnings, for someone that's going to be no money spent, I think it's going to be hard to find a better playmaker day 1. And for me, if I'm not able to get the 85 speed receivers everywhere, I want the height anyway. And Cam Coleman just checks off a lot of my boxes. So for me, I think for a no money spent player, Cam Coleman should be your choice. I think he just looks like too good of a playmaker. And again, last year, there was an Adonai Mitchell Ultimate Alumni card that I didn't choose, and I actually really regret not choosing Adonai Mitchell. This card reminds me of that card so much, and I think he's going to make a lot of plays for you guys that do choose him. So that's my thoughts on the name of the game pre-order cards. Now we get a group of 5 right here, where again, I feel like we have to separate it, all money spent versus no money spent, and we are going to go back to the all money spent lineup first. At number 5 for me, I am going to have London Humphreys, for very similar reasons for why I was lower on Cam Coleman for the all money spent lineup. It's the same exact thing. This is a 6'2" receiver, 83 speed, 80s across the board for route running. He looks very solid. This card isn't bad. The reason why he's at number 5 for me, again, I just think you're going to have receivers that are going to be 85 speed, tall, good route runnings, and receiver is a premier position that if you are buying packs, if you're opening up a ton of bundles, you're probably not going to play this card, right? Like, I just don't really see him having a role for you. So for me, that's simply why London Humphreys here. Very similar to my thoughts on Cam Coleman. At number 4 for me, it's going to be Derek Maxey, which actually, again, kind of very similar thoughts to what we said about Isaiah for the previous drop right here. It's literally my same exact thoughts. So for strong safety, you're probably going to want an 85 speed guy with high zone, and I wouldn't be shocked that there's an 85 speed, 85 zone coverage strong safety, 6 foot as well on this card. So he just still does have decent height. Like, he's still a very decent card. It's just, I think we're going to have better options. If you're all money spent, you're going to have the best team, and I don't think he's going to play. So for me, that's why I'm a little bit lower on London Humphreys and Derek Maxey from that standpoint. Now, number 3 is going to go ahead and be Noah right here from Coastal Carolina, who just looks like okay edge rusher, like 6'6", 270, 78 speed, 80 power moves, 83 block shit, 79 finesse moves. Not terrible speed, not terrible power moves, not terrible block shit, not terrible finesse moves. Pretty solid edge rusher. I don't think he does anything spectacular. You could even make the argument that London Humphreys and also Derek Maxey are better than this card. I get what you're saying. I just think the value, like left in, kind of what I was saying about Zane Durant in the first part of this. It's just a position you don't really care about, and you probably don't really want to upgrade for a little bit, so he can just give you some valuable snaps. On top of that too, now we're in the top 2 for the all money spent category, where it's going to be the 2 offensive linemen. I think the 2 offensive linemen are just the smartest choice, because you don't necessarily need the best offensive line, and they'll probably play for you for a little bit. The center right here, Cole Best, can be number 2. It's like 1A, 1B. It's just a lineman right here for me. 82 pass block finesse, 83 pass block power, 81 run block. So does hit pretty solid core ratings across the board for pass block and run block. Again, pass block finesse, pass block power go up against finesse moves and power moves. Run block goes up against that block shed rating. Pretty solid center, what I'm seeing right now. And then also right here, we're going to have Rico Jackson. He can be number 1. It's like 1A, 1B, like I said, though. And this card is a left tackle, 80 pass block finesse, 83 pass block power, 80 run block. The center does have a little bit better core ratings, but I think a left tackle is more valuable, so I went the left tackle over the center. But like I said, for all money spent, I'm just going an offensive lineman right here. But now what that means is we have one more group left for no money spent, and it's pretty similar to what I said before, man. So at number 4 and 5, it's going to be the inverse, because we're going to have Rico Jackson. We're going to have Cole Best. For no money spent, not buying packs, there are some playmakers right here that I think is going to be a little bit tough to pass up, right? So for me, Cole Best and Rico Jackson, they simply just aren't good enough, and I don't think they'll make as much difference on your team as some of these playmakers and the skill positions, right? So for me, Cole Best and Rico Jackson, would not choose them for no money spent, but would for all money spent. At number 3 for no money spent, I'm again going to have the left end, the left edge rusher. Very similar thoughts, very similar reasonings. Again, just don't really want a lineman. For no money spent, I'm not choosing Cole Best, I'm not choosing Noah, I'm not choosing Rico Jackson, right? Those 3 off the table. So for no money spent, I have 2 options. It's either London Humphreys or also Derek Maxey. And how you could play this is you get both of these guys. So for instance, right, let's say you can get London Humphreys and then also Isaiah, right? Or you could go Cam Coleman and also Derek Maxey. Or you could go London Humphreys and also Cam Coleman. I think it makes sense, because getting a 6'2", 83 speed guy like London Humphreys and Cam Coleman, they're going to be very solid cards. They won't be the best receivers in the game, but for no money spent, I totally get why you would lock down 2 of your receivers right here and just not really have to worry about them for a little bit. I think they can make plays for you. So for me, I would say London Humphreys or also Derek Maxey. I think both of them make sense, and you could leave this pre-order drop with a strong safety and a receiver for no money spent, and I think it makes a ton of sense. So yeah, boys, that was my thoughts on all the pre-order cards you could get in this game. Just kind of like a refresher right here. Fair warning about a flashbang, you guys, because I did make a Google Doc for this right here, and this was pretty much all my thoughts, like just simply like summarize everything. Yeah, this is my thoughts going into everything, like all money spent compared to no money spent, group 1, group 2. May have made a couple of spelling mistakes, but it's fine. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy today, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more college content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use these cards live on stream, we are going to be live all day, day number 1 for this game dropping. Going to be live at like 10 a.m. go until freaking whenever, man. So if you guys do want to see that, see all my choices, see how I'm building my team, we also will be having a day 1 no money spent lineup and also a day 1 God Squad all money spent lineup. Again, if you do want to see that, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.